Welcome to another episode of Racing to Learn. We are a nonprofit that uses radio control to get kids excited about math and science. And today we're just continuing to break down our LST XXL2-E monster truck from Losi. This is a really big, beefy 8-scale monster truck. We have it upside down right now, and I'm just going to continue disassembling it so we can replace this broken bulkhead. So I'm going to slide out this suspension pin and see this is the broken piece, right? So pretty clean break there. It looks like it was probably due to an impact from the front. Again, in a previous episode, I found out that this piece was missing, which takes up the space of this gap. It keeps in the suspension hinge pins and also slots nicely into this gap. So it was in the extra bag of parts that I received from the original owner, but it was missing. It wasn't installed. So that was probably the cause of this breakage here. And you can notice it's a little bit tilted. I don't know if that's just because I have some of the parts unbolted here. But another thing I noticed is that the drive shaft going from the center gearbox to the front differential, this part, I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera or not, but it has actually been flattened, like the little pin coming out of there, right? It should be round, but it's been flattened, probably because it swung out here and started wearing against the output shaft and wore itself flat. So fortunately, the previous owner picked one of these up. Maybe he's aware of that problem, but I do have another shaft here. Hopefully it's the right one. Actually, this looks like a CVD joint for the actual output. And actually, yeah, that's way too short. So I'll probably pick up one of these shafts. Yeah, I mean, this is still usable. It's just the edge that is worn flat, and that's not actually a contact surface. It's actually the sides of the pin here, right, that contact the output shaft. So we can probably get away with reusing that as is, and waiting for it to wear out or break. But I'm gonna pop out. Let me get this rest of this stuff out of the way here. So let's turn the chassis this way. If I pull this other pin, this other suspension pin out, all right, it just comes apart like so, and we'll have to undo the top. Looks like these two top screws, and then that should allow us to get that bulkhead free. So yeah, a lot easier to disassemble than something like the E-Revo. So I'm just gonna take these out. Let me see, actually, I had this bit on a power driver. My screwdriver's out of batteries. All right, no biggie. We'll just use the manual driver. And now, as I'm taking this screw out here, let me just move the truck over so you guys can see this. It's odd that there's washers on this side, but not on this side. So look in the manual to see if they should be there, and if they just weren't reinstalled. And there's definitely you can actually even see my driver kind of swaying back and forth. That is a bent bolt or screw. So we'll have to replace. Oh, and I just took out the wrong side. Well, actually, that's the right side. That's correct. So I thought I had taken off the wrong broken side, but this is definitely This screw has definitely been tweaked, and I'll show you guys after I pull this out. You can see here that the head of the screw is at an angle to the rest of the screw, so definitely the impact bent this screw as well. So that's good news. I haven't ordered any hardware yet. So, oh, and there is a washer on this back screw. So definitely somebody has, the previous owner, you know, took this apart and didn't put this washer back in, right? And you know, these are the things that you come across when you buy an RCU. It's not a huge deal sometimes, but you know, just something to be aware of when, you know, when you buy an RC secondhand, is that you're really at the mercy of what that other person did to the truck during the time that they owned it. You know, you may have to replace a lot of parts, and it may or may not be worth buying it used. Now this rear screw is straight, which is nice, so that wasn't impacted by the crash this truck probably took here. We'll go ahead and put this to the side along with the washer, and then we should be able to slide the rest of this bulkhead out. So all right, and this is the bulkhead. So let's get the other half here. So you can see here where that bulkhead just snapped. All right, so we'll go ahead and get some new parts ordered up here, new bolts, and thanks again for watching us. Let us know if these videos are useful. Please like, comment, subscribe, and thanks again for watching.